The federal fabric of our country is in question once again, and this time, once again, coming from the beautiful state of Tamil Nadu. After we have seen the confrontations between the state government as well as the state governor, that is Mr. R.N. Ravi versus Mr. M.K. Stalin. Now, this is the question that is ED versus the state of Tamil Nadu government. So who is right and who is wrong, and what is the actual news and the issue? Let's discuss this whole thing in this video, guys. So you're watching StudyIQ IAS English. My name is Praveen Mishra. And now what you are watching on your screen, a liquor store and the name Tasmac. So why this liquor store is here on our screens, and what is Tasmac, and what is the whole scene, what is the whole question, what is the whole news basically? So as you can see, Tamil Nadu has a state-run liquor distribution monopoly called Tasmac, basically Tamil Nadu State Marketing Corporation. And now there is an alleged liquor scam. Guys, remember the word alleged, as in investigations are going on. Nothing has been proven so far. Okay, so the liquor scam, it is with regard to the irregularities, corruption in how liquor shops, that is basically the licenses were allotted or how the business was done, etc. So technically speaking, the umbrella term, that is liquor scam, which has now crossed the roots or the boundaries of Delhi and has reached another state of our country, that is Tamil Nadu. So as you can see the next part here, the state police, that is the local agencies, they have already filed the FIRs, that is basically the first investigation reports, and in a traditional manner, in a traditional way, they are already going ahead with the investigations. But here comes in the contradiction. As you can see, separately, the Enforcement Directorate tried to step in and investigate a money laundering angle in this so-called alleged liquor scam. Well, alleged once again because nothing has been proven so far. So as you can see, they angle, okay, that is not just the corruption, but whether proceeds from the illicit acts were being laundered or not. And now the next and the most important thing, the parties. That is firstly, the Tasmac, including the Tamil Nadu government, and the ED's actions. Now, the raids, the arrests, as well as the other actions performed by ED in the case has been questioned into the court of laws of our country, wherein the question was, when already the local agencies, including the Tamil Nadu police, is investigating the matter, was it really needed for the ED to go ahead with such raids, searches, scissor, etc.? Well, technically speaking, it actually has hampered the coherent relationship between the central agency as well as the state agencies. But yes, when we talk about the judicial perception, we have got two different perceptions here. Firstly, coming from the Madras High Court. As you can see, the Madras High Court had allowed the ED searches, or basically the probes, to go ahead. But now, this thing was subsequently challenged into the Honorable Supreme Court of the country. And now, the next thing. This is now before the Supreme Court. So the court has extended its stay, that is basically the temporary block on ED's investigations for now, pending for the further arguments as well as review. And the statement or the issue raised by Supreme Court. Okay, so as you can see this line, the Supreme Court is raising a fundamental question. And what is the question? When or whether a central agency like Enforcement Directorate can override or intervene in matters where states have already their own investigation going on. Because law and order and even the criminal prosecutions are generally the state subject under Schedule 7 under Article 246 of the Indian Constitution. So remember, we have got Article 246 mentioned under Schedule 7. So, which talks about the three lists, the union list, the state list, as well as the concurrent list. And as per the list, state list basically, the criminal prosecutions as well as the law and order, they fall under the state subjects. And now there is the punchline here. In short, the Supreme Court's question, is the ED's action an encroachment on states' rights as well as the federal structure of the country? Are basically these actions considering, or basically these actions, are they questioning our federal fabric? Well, the answer stands absolutely yes. And so here comes in the next thing, state versus the central powers. Now, in India, or basically the Indian federal structure, the Constitution divides the subjects, that is the areas of law, between the union list, the state list, and the concurrent list. Once again, Article 246, Schedule 7. Law and order, criminal investigations, the police and all, they generally do fall under the state list. So, if a central agency is stepping in and doing what would be otherwise be the state's police job, there is a possibility of encroachment on state's power. Obviously, it is. So, when already the local police is there, well, ED must have intervened in case when state police would have failed to investigate properly or in a more cognizant manner. But nothing such was reported by the state government. So ED out of technically nowhere entered into the mid of the probe of the Tamil Nadu police investigation. This is what allegations are, guys. Remember, these are just allegations. The final thing is yet to be decided by our Honorable Supreme Court only. And as you can see the highlighted part, Supreme Court is asking if the state has already taken up investigations, can ED independently do so the next investigation in the same case, intervening the already ongoing state investigation? Are we disturbing the balance of federalism in our country? This is what exactly Supreme Court has questioned just yesterday in the courtroom itself. Okay, keeping the Solicitor General of India there as well as the representative of Tasmac in the very same courtroom. Now, hence, one side argues ED is trampling on state powers. The other side argues ED is mandated by central and some other national laws like PMLA. And so ED has given the shield that it has entered into the probe only on the grounds of the National Interest Law that is known as PMLA, simply Prevention of Money Laundering Act. So as you can see, this is the law under which ED investigates any kind of money laundering, that is handling, converting, or transferring the proceeds of crime. Okay, so technically ED has given the shield that yes, the state government is going ahead in the investigation and ED is not intervening in any kind of investigation of the state government. Okay, but further, through the PMLA, okay, that is basically the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, ED needs to investigate further of the proceeds if there is any alleged involvement of conversion of black money into the white or any kind of hawala trade. Okay, and so the case reference of this comes in from the very wonderful judgment of 2022 that is known as Vijay Madan Lal Chaudhary case. So this is the Supreme Court judgment in 2022 which interpreted the actual positioning or the constitutional positioning of the laws like PMLA. So as you can see, it upheld many of the controversial powers under PMLA, including the relentless warrantless arrests, certain secrecy over enforcement cases. It asserted that PMLA is a special law and certain procedural deviations from regular criminal procedure must be permitted. And apart from that, the judgment has been controversial because critics says it gives too much of the powers to ED. But technically, such type of powers is badly required in India, specifically when it comes to a central agency which is named as Enforcement Directorate, so that no such type of hawala or money laundering can take place and our economy could not get hampered. So as we know it very well that very recently we have touched the landmark achievement, that is we are the fourth largest economy. But still the concern remains that what about the per capita income? What about the already we are having the huge level of malnutrition and poverty? India ranks quite high when it comes to the global hunger index. So obviously being the fourth largest economy, that is the achievement, but there are certain other concerns as well. And so India needs a very stronger level of domestic market, and this domestic market can be enriched only when the circulation of money, exactly the legal circulation of currency, is going on. And so in order to prevent any kind of disturbance or discrepancies in the circulation of currency, PMLA and ED needs to be enhanced, needs to be enriched with some great powers. And so we have got this case reference with us, that is Vijay Madan Lal Chaudhary case, where Supreme Court ascertained the excessive powers to ED that it is basically needed in order to protect the economic structure of our country. And now, as per ED or as per the PMLA as well, there is a term which is often in use that is known as ECIR. So in general cases, police registers the report in the name of FIR, that is First Investigation Report. So you can consider police FIR is equals to ED's ECIR. That is simply Enforcement Case Information Report. This is literally analogous to an FIR, okay, in criminal law, but used in the context of PMLA or any other kind of money laundering investigation. But the features that you need to mark from the perspective of your prelims examination. So it is the first document ED registered when it begins its investigation under PMLA, just like FIR. But the other things. One contentious aspect. In PMLA, ED investigations, accused sometimes argue they are not given a copy of the ECIR. But generally in FIR, it is given. Or not even informed of the details of the investigations, thereby affecting their ability to defend. Simply, Article 20 and 22 comes into the picture. So in some petitions, lack of disclosure of ECIR has raised a violation of natural justice as well as fair trial. So technically, whenever an FIR is registered against any individual, he or she has to be given with the proper information, proper detailed information. That yes, these are the reasons, these are the charges, and these are the investigation matters as well. That is technically, you have heard a word in many of the times in the series as well as movies that is known as charge sheet. But when it comes to ECIR, all of these things can be kept secretive or confidential on the grounds of prevention of any kind of misuse of the laws. Now, and the final punchline here, ECIRs are often secret or not fully disclosed to the investigation person, causing tensions with the accused's rights. So Articles 20 and 22, they come into the picture. Right, everyone? So I hope this ECIR case is clear, ECIR fact is clear, the Vijay Madalna Chaudhary case is clear, as well as PMLA and the whole news, that why there is a tension between ED as well as the state government versus the central government, once again, Tamil Nadu and the central Indian government. Okay, so technically our federal structure is in question, but remember, your preparation should never be going ahead in question. So if you are looking forward to consider yourself or call yourself as an IAS or IPS of 2026 batch, remember our fast track courses are going live from 25th of October. So whether you are looking forward for purely English medium batch, purely Hindi medium batch, or a mixture of both, that is Hindi plus English, that is English medium batch, we have got covered. Okay, so guys, remember the batches are commencing from 25th of October with 1000 plus hours of live lectures, 18 sets of printed books sent to you at your doorstep, teachers' personal class notes shared with you at the end of the session in PDF format, prelims test series, mains test series, interview guidance program along with 1:1 mentorship, and the prelims residential program along with mains residential program. Everything will be covered under one single subscription, and the prices are starting with just rupees 7,999. But remember, guys, you will receive the maximum discount only when you have applied this promo code, that is PRV Live. So guys, quickly enroll yourself using this promo code PRV Live and enjoy the maximum possible discount. But please remember, you need to enroll yourself on or before 25th of October for 2026 fast track courses. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much for joining. See you soon from 25th October onwards in the fast track courses. And before you leave, guys, please hit the subscribe button of your channel, StudyIQ IAS English, dedicated with just one agenda to provide you all quality and quantity of the content. And in case you wish to connect with me for class links, PDFs, quizzes, and discussions, here is the QR code of my Telegram channel named as Praveen_StudyIQ. And also you can connect with me on my Instagram, that is Praveen Mishra _2107. So guys, you can connect wherever you want and let me know whatever your issues are, and I shall be happily supporting you in your concerns. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much, but please hit the subscribe button and never miss an update from the channel. See you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Good day. Take care. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.